Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Tower of God Chapter 533, or Season 3, Episode 116. The thumbnail had Frog with a ridiculously long name in it, and I already love Frog with the ridiculously long name. The cobalt poison frog that became a saint or a god or a deity or whatever after eating 10,000 snakes. I love it already. It's hilarious. So I am very much excited to see ridiculously long name Frog. But aside from that, I did post the Tower of God screen time video this week. If you want to see the top 100 characters in the series ranked by screen time, that is up. Sorry for that I didn't. I mentioned it in the comments that I didn't make visuals for like the top 10 in each section of the story, because I just thought that would be something that I'd just run through in a couple minutes as like a bonus to throw at the end of the video. I didn't expect it to be so long, to take up such a chunk of the video's runtime. Yeah, but that was really fun. I liked doing that a lot, and now that that's out of the way, I have a ton of other Tower of God things I want to do. I want to do reviews monthly, like I mentioned before, and to go back and review the things that I missed reviewing. I do have notes for like reviewing all 4 of the flashback chapters that happened last month. I have all those notes and everything already done, so I'm going to do that this week. I wanted to do it before, but I just spent all my time on the screen time video instead, so I didn't have time to get around to it last week. But yeah, that'll be this week. And I want to do, like I said, the stuff that I missed reviewing. I've thought about doing a predicting the exact rank, like, oh, this guy is, I'm going to predict rank 431 or something. Predicting all the ranks for like the rankers, but I feel like that'd be super long because there's a lot of rankers we're introduced to that really don't matter whatsoever. So I'm like, should I do it for all of them and have a super long video? Should I just do high rankers? Should I just do rankers that are important characters? I have no idea what to do about that, but I've thought about doing that. I've definitely thought about doing a breakdown of the Tower of God anime opening, because I'm not a huge fan of it. I will say, not the song. The song's really great. The visuals I'm not a big fan of. I feel like they really don't get the series. They really don't say anything, at least not anything about Tower of God. And it's a really easy comparison to make to, I think, an opening that tried to do something very similar and was very good at it with My Hero Academia Season 4 Opening 2. So it'd be a really easy comparison video, but I don't know how to do that without being spoilery, at least for Hero Academia. I'll have to figure out a way, because I don't really care much about being spoilery for Tower of God, because again, I'm assuming that most people watching this channel are definitely not anime only for Tower of God. But yeah, I've thought about doing that. So yeah, lots of other Tower of God stuff coming in addition to the regular reactions. But yeah, let's go ahead and read. I just wanted to bring that stuff up to let you know that if you haven't seen it yet, the screen time video is up, and that now that that's done, I have time to work on a bunch of other Tower of God projects. But either way, let's go ahead and read Chapter 533, starting with Liboric's battleship. Now we see Traumerei. I can smell a lowly and damp dog somewhere. And then Cobalt's poison frog that became a deity after eating 10,000 snakes. Cobalt, I need you to bring those things to me. Tower of God, 52nd floor, defensive battle, 4. Cobalt, there's a dog and a cat not far from here. Bring them. And then he ribbits. Oh man, I love him. And charges up some sort of portal or something, maybe? Oh no, he's sending out essentially a frog tongue of Shinsu to pull them in, maybe. Maybe that's what he's doing. And Yusracha looks concerned. What? Huh? What is this? And the cage that Yama's trapped in gets enveloped as well. Alright. Start getting pulled in, I'm assuming. I guess maybe it works somewhat similar to Kelhelm's arrows, maybe. We have Yuan Sung reacting, Lafab still looking down. We still see Calavan and Liboric kneeling. Alright. And then the cage crashes down in there. What the heck is going on? What just happened? Where is this? Huh? Long time no see. And Paul still. I love Paul's absence in all this. It's hilarious. Long time no see. You runaway cat. Alright, so runaway cat. I guess Yusracha has kind of been doing his own thing here with Zahard's army. Traumerei. I've heard that you were assigned to this mission. I didn't expect that guy to be here. This is the worst case scenario. Alright. And then Frog's commanding some stuff again, it looks like. What's going on? Why are Yama and Doom here all of a sudden? Did the family leader call them here? The heck are those punks? Who are they? I thought you never leave your place. What brings you all the way here? There was someone I wanted to see in person. To think that there's someone you care about that much. How surprising. The one is different from mere creatures like you. Oh, yeah. Duh. Bomb. Okay. Yep. Okay. I was gonna say, who is the one that's different from mere creatures? Is he talking about Yama? No, Bomb's an irregular. Duh. Yes, Yusracha. I remember. After you exterminated Wang Wang, his family, and the rest of the canines, you came to me and asked for Lopobia's castle and transfer to Zahard's army as a reward. Even I didn't think you would rise to the position of an army corps commander there. Pardon? I did. You still seem to have self-serving memory distortion. The one who drove Wang Wang to his death is not anyone else but you, family head. Do I need to remind you how you led Wang Wang to his death? What? Did he just say that guy's the family head who led father to death? What family head? Are you that leader of the Lopobia family? The one who killed our father? Really, that's him. Yusracha, release us from this damn prison. Those kids. Just be quiet for a moment. They don't get the picture at all. I'm going to kill you, and Yama's just yelling. Again, like I've mentioned it 1,000 times. I'm not going to go super long and in-depth into talking about it again, but I feel like ever since Bomb said what he was doing is bringing FUG together and reforming FUG to serve what he needs to do, that... And this is another thing, you can go watch, Nia D. Hemmings just did a sort of comparison between Traumerei and Gastang, and I haven't watched it yet because I wasn't 100% sure if he went into things past the official release or not, so just a quick warning there. But one thing I was thinking, just seeing the title and knowing that he was doing it and all, is that Traumerei's cooler to me, but the difference here is that I see Traumerei as, again, I mentioned it 1,000 times, endgame for Yama. I feel like ever since Bomb said that stuff, and again, I'm getting a little sidetracked in order to explain my thought process, that we were going to end up with Slayers versus Family Heads at some point in the endgame, whenever Bomb has to go take down Zahard or whatever. And I do think Zahard's probably the endgame for Bomb as far as an antagonist or an opponent goes, but I personally see Gastang because Gastang's the family head we saw the earliest, the one that has has had all this stuff being planned, and Gastang has had a bunch of stuff not just being planned, but being planned revolving around Rachel and Bomb. And again, they're sort of the main characters of the series, so it's just building a personal thing there where I think Gastang is going to be a personal late game antagonist for Bomb. But we've had personal stuff building, like Bomb doesn't have any personal beef with Traumerei. Bomb doesn't have any personal beef with Adie Hone, but why spend all that time developing Joaquin if we're not going to have Joaquin and maybe also his siblings endgame against Hone? Or why spend all this time building Yama, having the long flashback to set up Yama as the one that needs to take down Traumerei, and building a personal beef with Yama and Traumerei if Traumerei's not going to be Yama's endgame opponent. So again, think we're going to get the Slayer versus Family Head clashes, And that's sort of the difference to me, where I personally find Traumerei cooler, but in the end, Yama is a very important side character, but still a side character. So the difference to me is like, Traumerei is like endgame for a side character, but Gaston is late to endgame antagonist for the main character himself, for Bomb, is where I see Gaston. Yama. I think I've heard the name before, thinks Traumerei. Who was it? Damn. And again, I love this. The Traumerei, it's like he doesn't even care enough to know about all the Slayers' names or anything. So he's like, Yama, I think I've heard that name before. Who was it? Damn it, this is not good. If Traumerei finds out Yama is Wang Wang's son, I don't know how he's going to react, thinks Yusracha. That guy is the Slayer of FUG. He survived among the remnants of the canines and made his way up to the position. I was going to capture him and send him to Zahard's army, so you don't need to worry about him. And again, we still see Yusracha totally protecting Yama and his siblings. Yama, huh? I can't remember at all. Yama. Doom, move out of the way. Yama, what are you trying to do? That punk thinks he can lock me up in some prison, but I can break down this kind of prison easy. Alright, and then Yama flexing his powers a bit. Punching and destroying some of the observers or whatever they are around the prison. Did he really smash the prison? I love Yusracha's like facial expressions don't look like this is a super dangerous life or death situation. This entire time his facial expressions just look like really annoyed. Like, why won't Yama shut up? Like, it doesn't seem like super tense life and death. It just seems like slight annoyance. Yama, Doom. Oh, both of my father's enemies are before my eyes. I remember now. I guess fate's brought me and my brother here. That guy is Wang Wang's son. Why is that dog still alive? Yes, Racha. Yama rushes him. Perseus, capture that dog. And then we see Perseus's reins coming in again. You know, Perseus has been pretty heat. I mean, Yuan Sung is like within the top 1,000 strongest people in the entire tower and got captured fairly easily. We know how hype Yama is, and now he's getting tied up. So honestly, like, Perseus is high tier. What the heck is this? It feels like my whole body's tied up. Yama. Yama? Doom? Right, I remember now. The sons of Wang Wang, the traitor. Yusracha, I was told you definitely killed them. And it looks like he stands up finally. But how are they still alive? What? Damn it, he remembered. This is bad. Family leader, those guys are not Wang Wang's sons. Okay. Shut your mouth. And now, we have this huge crash. Yusracha's cat reacting. Doom. Damn it, Doom. Yusracha, you reported to me that you killed all of Wang Wang's children, for sure. Did you dare lie to me? Let me go. And he breaks through the reins. I like that shot. He broke the reins. Doom. After receiving Lopobia's castle and getting the position as an army corps commander of Zahard's army, you seem to forget where you come from, you low cat. And then Yusracha's pissed. All because Yama wouldn't shut up. And the cat roars. Oh, it's getting taken over by Traumerei, I'm assuming. Damn it. It's Traumerei's doing. That bastard. As usual, he hasn't changed at all. Again, I love the gravitas that Traumerei has, though. He just feels so heavy and oppressive as a character. Like there's always danger with him standing there, and it's incredible. And now, damn, everybody hated the cat. Did you finally get what you wanted? Cat gets bifurcated by Yusracha. You, Traumerei. Traumerei! And he flexes his powers and goes beastification mode. Didn't I tell you when I left for Zahard's army, when we meet again, I won't ever be controlled by someone like you. I'll show you the power I gained from researching Highbrider. Okay, so are we finally gonna learn about Highbrider and this guy that was fighting Highbrider, that I do remember they just ran into like Cha and Karaka and Dewat, like everybody, I think. Are we finally going to get to learn more about what's up with them? The power not to be dominated by you. To be continued. Man. Also, like, since the flashback, like I mentioned, it's clear Yusracha's protecting Yama, Doom, and Paul. And it's clear, at least to me, in my opinion, Wang Wang was dumb to be loyal. I mean, I know that's the point. He's a dog. He's unwaveringly loyal, even when it hurts him, even when it's not beneficial to him. But still, you know, think he was kind of a dumbass that put his entire family in danger and everybody else in that situation. But again, you gotta think, what can you do as well? Because even if he did try to rebel, like Yusracha was being a hype man, hyping him up, even if he did try to rebel, what could Wang Wang really do against a family head, you know? Yeah, I'm firmly team Yusracha when it comes to this whole situation, because it's clear he's trying to protect the Baylord family, and also clear that his main motive is just don't be controlled by Traumerei and make everybody else not be controlled by Traumerei, and it's not working so well for him, honestly. Excited to learn more about Highbrider and stuff. Excited to see more of the frog. We barely got to see any of him, but it looks like he has Shinsu tongue teleportation, similar to Kelhelm's arrows, I guess, which is interesting, which is neat. Traumerei's just, again, so hype, has such weight and presence, and I love that him being around just makes everything feel serious and dangerous. And I think another reason for that too, like, Bomb isn't here, and sometimes Bomb can kind of make it feel like, because the plot armor on the main character is always existent, but the plot armor on Bomb is so strong that it can sometimes feel like, nothing bad's gonna happen when he's around. So it's actually good that CU separated him out, for now at least, because it allows us to have this moment with Traumerei showing up where we see that Yuan Sung and Lefave are already weakened and tired from fighting and have no chance of doing anything whatsoever. All the strong fighters like Evankel are separated out, Calavan has flipped sides again, and the situation is seemingly very hopeless. And that's how we set things up, and it just makes Traumerei seem so dangerous by comparison. Then you bring in Yama, and you have Yusracha kind of go against Traumerei here. And again, those are stronger characters, but we see just how different a family head is. And again, it still just makes him seem so cool, so big, so powerful. And it's going to be really interesting to see how he interacts with Bomb, given that he sees everybody else as nothing, just animals. They're not even people to him. But Bomb is different. He sees Bomb as an actual person. Bomb is an actual presence that he will acknowledge as sort of on the same level as a species as him, because he's an irregular as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how different he interacts with Bomb compared to what we've seen of Traumerei's personality so far. But out of all the chapters so far this month, which there's been, what, like 2 or 3, this has been the best, I think. And not only has it been the best, this is the one I want to review the most, the one I want to talk about the most, because there's a lot of great things going on. And there has been this entire arc with the side characters, with Yama and Yusracha here, with Doom, who I hope is okay. I think he's going to be fine, at least for now. Doom could get taken out, but if he does get taken out, I think it's going to be a bigger, more emotional moment than just him getting whomped by a big slap that Yama and Yusracha avoid. So we'll have to see where that goes. But yeah, incredibly good chapter. I really enjoyed this one. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens next week. Like I said, review of the 4 flashback chapters from last month will be up later this week. I'm going to review all 4 together, and then at the end of this month I will review all of this month's chapters together, and hopefully that'll be like right at the end of the month and you won't have to wait a super long time for that one. Plus, like I said at the beginning, bunch of other Tower of God stuff coming. Go check out that screen time video if you're interested, if you haven't seen it already. I worked a very long time on it and it was really fun. I liked how it turned out, even though, like, again, hate my face, hate my voice, hate everything about me in terms of making videos, but I still had a lot of fun with it, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, all things considered. But yeah, like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my first thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more Tower of God, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, just ask and I can give you a link to the Discord server. It's free and open for anyone. If you would like to help support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to those of you who are already patrons. It really does mean a lot, and it really does help me to continue to make things. Thank you all just for watching, and I will see you all next time.